everyone, welcome to Stonehearth BANTO. So we are now finally in the new year, 2026, and today we're gonna continue with our town. So something I want to work with a little bit today is to beautify our town square over here. So what I want to do is I want to have a lot of different planters around, so that's something we want to do. Then we also have preparation for the egg hunt, so we're still trying to make some tea. And we may look into a few more things with the brewer. Maybe make sure we are also getting enough food, hopefully. I think the food is pretty low at the moment, so let's check it out. Edibles not reaching the goal, so let's see if we go to our books. Let's have a little look, and we might want to potentially reorganize a few things as well. So the right side is the primary crafting, and the left one is secondary, and which means that this is the one that gets prioritized the most. So we might want to look into that potentially. But I was thinking that we could maybe look into queuing up a few quick foods like roast of Varanus, put at the top. Maybe some poultry drumsticks. Yeah, some pretty still easy to make foods, I would say. And we are making use vinegar, so that's good. That's good, let's check it out. I think we have it set up. Here it is. We're brewing some good stuff, some vinegar. Very great. Use is fermenting and will soon turn into vinegar. And then we can make it into some drinks, because you're probably not just gonna drink vinegar, because that would be, I don't know, a little bit odd, right? Yes, a little bit. Okay, so let's see for our equipment as well. I wanna see if we can maybe still make some better stuff. So here we have Ali Lali. It's got the steel helmet, got steel mail, some good steel weapons as well. Oh, and Jesse has some pretty bad one. Bronze breastplate, but a very high quality steel helmet, so that's great. Dynasty Dragon Arm. I think we have it queued up to do better. Pretty sure we have. So let's see for the breastplate, so let's go to the blacksmith. I do think we might be lacking potentially some stuff as well. Missing silver ingots. We do have quite a bit of silver, so that's good. And let's see. I really don't like scrolling this menu. I feel like it's behaving very weird. So usually what I do is that I go inside of the other queue. This one. So it feels like, has this window become bigger or something? Because I couldn't see it as like behind things now. But this one is a lot easier to move around inside. And I kind of wish we had this little drag thing over here as well. Because this one is very, very, very weird. You see, I'm trying to scroll and nothing happens. Sometimes clicking works, sometimes it doesn't, right? So this one is way better. But anyway, I was gonna look for some... We have steel mail queued up, so that's good. However, I think we might be... This is really weird that's behind that, I gotta say. Let's see. We do have some iron still, so that's good. We do have queued up still. Like I said, I don't like this menu, it's so weird. Like, it's doing stuff when I'm not even doing stuff to it. And when I'm gonna do stuff to it, it doesn't do stuff. It's so weird. Okay, let's get down again. So yeah, kind of preparing a little bit if we are gonna get attacked by some more enemies, because usually that do happens sometimes, right? And I was thinking of the town square here, we will be going to this one, craft and place. So I want to look for some planters. We have quite a few different ones, so I saw I had these beautiful ones from the first bloom. So these are quite hard to make, but let's go for them anyway. And this is for one of our animals as well. I might keep it there, maybe put some more, because unfortunately we probably are gonna get some more that glitches for roofs and dyes our beautiful little cute little animals. So yeah, we'll see. So put some of those planters, and I guess we can have even more. Like, I want to make it feel very like flowery over here, but I wonder if we should do like a mix of that one and this one. Though I feel like that kind of breaks... Let's give it a go. Let's try some of these smaller ones as well. So just put them on the staircases like this. I feel like I hear verandas in the background, so I'm gonna have a look after this. Okay, there we go. Oh, here they are. Beautiful little goblin crew. I thought I heard something. Okay, so let's get the troop ready. Let's buff up with some energy tonic. And we can probably meet up somewhere around here, should be good. Goblin Rage is approaching. Yes, we are ready. Let's give him some strength and some stamina. And maybe a little bit of courage as well, why not? I wonder if we should go for the archers in the back first. Just dive in there. A lot of enemies. And I feel like they are tougher than before. I think Danny from Ace would say that combat is a little bit tougher than it used to be when, you know, with all these debuffs, poisons. You have to like keep in mind to stack it up. I think there were some recent bug fixes related to clerics or something like that. Which made me remember I'm gonna move these over to the primary queue, as I said before. Means it's gonna be prioritized. Somehow it's still in the right one, not sure why. There we go. But that way we're gonna make sure we have antidote available, hopefully. Let's go for the chieftain maybe. There we go, let's get the archers maybe. There we go, so I think we did pretty good. Look at the amount of loot we got here, this is insane. Crazy amount. And I also had a question recently about the template for this town, so there will be a package later on with this. But I think we're gonna make a few more buildings until I drop the first buildings for it. But they will arrive eventually, they will. That's the plan at least. Okay, one more. There we go, awesome. Okay, so a lot of planter pots are getting put out already. Interesting. Oh, they were queued out. Why is there flowers in them already? Interesting. Don't I have to queue it up anymore? Or is it like old planters that they moved maybe? I don't know. Very interesting. Well, look at the amount of flowers I have here. I think we're gonna look in if we can sell maybe a little bit. Usually, my towns usually end up with tons of herbs, way more than we need, so I'm gonna sell most of the lower quality ones. And now they're out of gold, so let's go for this one as well. Ooh, this one's paying extra as well. Question is, do they have enough money? Okay, clean out a little bit more. I think it's mostly those healing herbs that I'm having a crazy amount of. I can sell a few of these. Wow, a large amount of tin. Wow, quite a lot of it. So they sell a bunch of different potions. Enhanced energy tonic we can buy 2, I guess. We can buy 2 enhanced stamina. So you see them pop up here, so we can maybe save them for when times are more dire. So we are more prepared whenever that happens, right? And sometimes, you know, something I miss for the game. I know it will be kind of like counterintuitive maybe to the other systems of the game. Sometimes I just wish I could make watering cans, or the engineer could make sprinklers. So like I know we can lead the water, and I think it's really cool if we can do it. But sometimes I just miss having like some kind of like sprinklers or just watering cans. Sprinklers I think would be good. Then the other things would still be maybe useful. Got a daily update and not enough food. Network we're doing good with. That's great. And I'm gonna look into this area here as well, because I feel like we should do something over here. And these trees are set to be stunted, so that's great. I think we're potentially missing one tree over here as well. Chasing a wounded rabbit limped into town, panting help, aid. I was scouting and I was caught by a group of kobolds. I made it this far, but I'm hurt and I think the wolves are tracking me. Stay and rest, we will protect you. Defeat the party that was chasing the clan Amstone Rabbit. This thing I love, this new thing, that it shows like where the enemy comes from. And it really stands out, I think. So I think it's really great. Very nice. And I can still click it, like, you see? Okay, they moved over here. I can keep clicking and it shows where they are. I love it. I think there were also a changelog from Ace as well that have been looking into potentially solving some of the combat music, you know, that keeps going forever even though it shouldn't be going. And sometimes you question yourself, is there enemies? Maybe they are, maybe there isn't. So they have been looking into that as well, so I'm happy with that. Okay, let's go with these guys. Take this guy out. I feel like it's time we should soon build some new buildings as well. That would be great. Maybe some, you know, ordinary houses, because we're probably lacking a lot of housing still. There we go, Grateful Rabbit. Thanks, you truly saved me. So the kobolds may have been chasing me because I might have stolen these from them. The young rabbit says bashfully, here you earned them. Oh, giant bone mace and elite kobold hat. Great. And so far I have 2 of these put out. So the master gong should be queued up at least. And maybe we could go here. And we can move that to the top. And right now it's, I'm gonna say it's probably easy to just do it like this. Maybe I can't, okay. Because this menu, like, the functionality for like doing this thing and removing and stuff like that is really great, but it's very unresponsive when you try to like move inside of this thing. So let's bring this to the top. There something happens, it cancels the UI. Interesting. Okay, there we go. So now it should be at the top, hopefully. Yeah, there it is. So that one's gonna get done soon. I do think we have what we need, right? Okay, great. So yeah, for making these we need more special things. So if you go to the... Is it the Weaver Herbalist? So for these we need to have colors, we need to have common cloth, we need to have dirt, we need to have woven cloth. So there's quite a few things we need to make these. And at the moment I think our weavers are fairly busy, it looks like. So we'll see when we get it. Brew level 3, awesome. Journeyman knowledge, nice. So that means we should be able to do more crafting with them. Gonna check that very soon. So we can do dry embeds. So this was, oh, this is a new level, yeah. Fermentation cowboy. The brewer can use this to make mead or fruity mead with unfermented mead vinegar. Okay, so maybe queue up some of those. So we can do some unfermented mead. That would be nice. So I guess we can make them 4, why not? And then we need to have the brewing kettle. So this one. Here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot that we can actually do these things as well, now that we're level 3. So we can have a small healing potion, we can have weak anti-poison potion. And this is something your soldiers will carry with them into battle, and they can use them whenever they need to, pretty much. So I'm gonna make them for those, I'm gonna make them for these. And I'm not sure they need to be priority, maybe they should be. Ah, they could be, I think. There we go. Okay, bird knowledge, check it out. Dear human friends, it has been generations since we Lapin have found an ally as trustworthy as you. We have decided to offer you a precious gift. We would like to bring one of your own into our warren for a time to teach them the art of geomancy. Do you understand how vital geomancy is to us? The history of my kind and the clan of Stone. Yes, I do. Now then, the business would be, would you like to send one of your esteemed citizens with me to learn the ways of geomancy? I estimate it will take at least a week to grant them the basic understanding. This may be your only chance to do so. I feel the elders may change their minds again in a hair's breadth. Okay, it sounds exciting, we're gonna do it for sure. Splendid, take all the time you need in choosing. The selection is supported indeed. As I said, they will be gone for around 7 days. Wow, that's a really long one. So don't send anyone you can't bear to be without. But they're gonna come up back with super cool knowledge, right? So we can send one over, and who would that be? At this point I would say probably some work would be probably be good. Starlight, what stats do you have? 2 to 5. I feel like that could be a good one. So I'm gonna send up Starlight. There we go. Caliphant level 6 Herbalist, great. So they're gonna be missing for a while. But we should hopefully be able to manage anyway, I hope. And then we're gonna get some new knowledge that we can have a lot of fun with. It's gonna be great. So I do think we will probably be moving our shepherd's field not too far from now, because I feel like we're gonna need more space if we're gonna go up here and to the sides. Because I was already planning if we should plan ahead with the roads a bit, so we could probably reuse this one. Yeah, let's just take the small piece. So let's see, there we go, perfect. Then we just do the same for the other side. There we go, and the same for this one. So my idea kind of is to have some large building up here, but it's not sure we will do that. Because sometimes I feel like it's fun to build in a super straight path with everything, like everything is straight and ordered, right? Sometimes it could be fun if, for example, to go up here and it's like a bendy road over here, and then maybe there's a big building at the side instead of right in the middle. Or we will do one of those big clock towers again, because I think they were really cool to have. So might do that, maybe. An ogre stomps into town. A puny town? You mount Mark of Ruby, you dare challenge me, Chief of Grut and Bashbrain. Bashbrain. Your precious Sid 3D can't protect you now, foolish humans, bring it on. Cactus flower, can we use that against ogres? Maybe? Okay, so they should be somewhere around the forest, I suppose. I don't think we can see where they are, however. But they are probably a pretty big group somewhere around. Here they are. Here's some big ogres. His name was kind of fun. Who was that? Almost. I thought his name was Stugby, which would be like a little village of small houses. Not like a real village, more like a summer vacation house type of village. Okay, let's get everyone together. I guess that would be maybe cottages or something like that. Or I guess as simple as summer houses. Summer house village. Okay, let's see. Everyone is on the way. Great. I do think these might be kind of tough, actually. I'm gonna give them some basic potions, though. They aren't tougher than New Bantoni, I think. Let's go for Yargle, the Dream Fury. That's a pretty cool name as well. He'll probably choose it himself, right? Oskas, and we got Omgig, Kiv, Clog, Ogul. Love their names, beautiful. Okay, so the archers are usually pretty good to take down. I feel like the ogres, I'm not sure if they are that dangerous. I mean, I'm not sure, maybe they break through the armor a lot since they have like very heavy weapons. But otherwise I feel like taking down the poison dealers nowadays is very good. The Caravaneer from the Far East returns. We don't have the pumpkin seeds. Okay, that's fine. We got enough on our hands anyway, right? So let's deal with these guys. There we go. Focus on this guy. I kind of feel like I would love to maybe have another archer. I think that would be great. It feels like their shooting is very... Sometimes they shoot really quick, sometimes they take forever to shoot. It's very strange. They always been kind of strange in Stonehearth, honestly. But they do deal a good amount of damage, and their quivers are really good as well. So maybe some fire quiver, that would be cool to have some dotted damage. But you can see we are debuffing them quite a bit, so you're slowed, you're bleeding, out of balance, you're hamstrung, very flanked, fractured, so we have shadowed armor as well. There's one more, then we're done with them. A lot of ogre bones. Imagine we have Rattly visiting now, she would be super happy, like, bones! Lots of bones! She would be so happy. But anyway, so I'm thinking that we might do some roads here. They'll update again, that was quick. So in each direction I think we're just gonna go out like this. And I think we can build them as they are, and what I will be doing is just adding this tiny little thing that kind of connects them. And it also depends on, do we want it to be exactly like this maybe? So there's like 3 bright ones. I think we did a special on this one, right? So what we can do, take this one. How wide? 15, okay. 13, okay, so it was... That was the width for it, so we might just make them a tiny little bit wider, I suppose. But that's easy to do after, right? So that's gonna be good. They're starting to look pretty cozy. Look at them on the trees, I love it. Nighttime is so great in this game. So, let's see, what was the name for this one? 5 players, okay. The question is, which one is the new one? This is probably the new one. Yeah, there we have it. So one of the ones I had my own block made one, but the new ones we're using a built-in object in the game where you can extend the chimneys up from the fireplace. And it's just really nice, like look at the smoke coming out, it's beautiful. And it also depends on the weather if I remember correctly. But anyway, let's was gonna rename it something so we can recall that it is exactly this one. Let's just rename it like this for now. Then we know which one it is. So we're gonna need more houses, and I think we might maybe reuse the same one a few times potentially. Or we will take the one we have and then we will create a new, kind of like new variation of the same one. So it depends on how we want to orient this as well, because you can see these we have along the road, this one is more towards the road. I think it might be better along the road just as we had. Probably gonna feel potentially a bit more consistent. And we don't have to have the door, you know, to the streets. Rarely if it's you go behind the building and then you go inside. Okay, we got some invaders, so let's deal with those first. A lot of combat, but it's nice. We gotta practice our troops. Okay, I think we're gonna fight them over here. Ooh, look at this guy. Opega Death Arm. He looks pretty cool. That's the most important thing as a goblin, to look cool, right? Dalfis, I love it when he's sitting in the boat, I can only see his helmet, so nice. Very cute. Haggle Warhammer. I wonder if we need to buff anything. I don't think so. Look at that, we got the steel mail now, awesome. Ah, they do have some healers, I didn't see them first. There's another Stugby. I think it's best probably to take the weaklings first, right? Always good with some boat battle as well. Okay, there we go. We got another mission. We have a lot of things going on, but it's nice when there's just a lot of stuff happening as well. We just want to be able to build as well, right? Greetings, kind humans. As you know, we live on the ground, and because of that, we rely on the Amberstone, a namesake material for many things. Amberstone can absorb many kinds of energy, sunlight being one of them, and these stones have lost their glow. Look at this beautiful snow. Very nice. Invaders! More invaders! It's kind of funny, honestly. Yeah, charging as simply as place them out anywhere, sunlight and moonlight, they all will gather energy on their own. The only issue is that creatures tend to be attracted to the Amberstone, so we're gonna get more enemies. At the nights, either prepare to defend against them, or be sure to take the crystal down before nightfall. If I do remember correctly, when you take down these gongs, we do reduce the amount of spawned enemies. So technically we could remove some, and I wonder if we can maybe remove the old ones as well, and just keep the very last one. That way potentially get a few less attacks, right? Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna put them out soon. Let's see, there's some more invaders. Invaders everywhere. Okay, let's go for them. No shield, Bantonia. Okay, let's head over there. The roads are down, so that's good. I almost want to do something around here. Might do that. I was thinking maybe raising up the ground a little bit. Just a tiny bit, just to make it pop out even more. Oh no, David! Where is it? Is it down already? I think so. There's a hat on the tree. Okay, it's hard as that so we can get the hat down. This is really testing our troops a lot. I almost want to have some more soldiers now though. As we can take them down a little bit quicker. Tall dynasty window, 8 and bolt ladder. No thank you. So I'm actually gonna give them some improved buffs. Okay, that one was cooldown unfortunately. So that was a waste. I think it's actually... we should be getting turrets, right? We should be getting engineer. We need that. That would be great for a town. So we do have Luca and Jabi at the moment. And I do wonder if I don't already have the engineer too. Okay, we don't. Okay, let's just queue that up. Little band, let's go. I do think we have maybe the upgraded tool though. I guess we don't. But let's queue that up as well, but let's make sure this one's first. We do have the materials for this, it's gonna be pretty quick to do. So when we get turrets done, we're gonna be able to hopefully strategically put out some turrets, maybe at this side, maybe at this side as well. I think we might even potentially remove this at some point. Or we will make like a wall over here and we will defend the location from over there. And it would be nice to have walls, but I feel like if I don't know the exact size of the town at this point, I feel like having walls is gonna be a lot of work if I'm gonna change them later anyway, right? But I guess I could kind of predict the size of the walls. I would probably go something like this. Or we could just do the simple way at the start and figure it out later and so on. Would be to make like a wall over here, and we would make a wall over here, and potentially something over here and here. That way would just cover off like at least the entrance to a town. That could be pretty good actually. So let's see if we can get any near going, that would be awesome. Okay, we have the tool, great. I feel like the UI is kind of laggy at the moment. So sometimes when the UI gets laggy, it's a good idea to just kind of like pause the game a little bit, let the game catch up a little bit. Then usually it's a little bit faster after that. This time, I'm not sure. That's pretty slow still. You can also reload the UI so we can pause it. If you press F5 you can reload it. And it's not sure it's going to be fast now either, but you can try it at least. So it looks like there's a lot of idle at least going on. Now it's faster I think. So yeah, some turns would be great. Let's go into this one then. So I'm gonna go Yabby, gonna be my enemy. And I wonder if you should get like a new second blacksmith, because I'm not sure if it's good enough to have one. Or we can try one first and see if that is good enough, or if we need to have two. I feel like two would be good to have. Look at the cute outfit, they got the bear suits, very nice. Yabby, level 1 engineer, congratulations, awesome. So we start with the basics pretty much. We need metal bits, okay. What do we do? Simple mechanical components. So what we want to reach is traps, for example. That's level 3, level 1 for this one, that's good. Give me some critter traps. I do think we're probably gonna need to have 2 blacksmiths, I think so. And I want to get the turrets as well, these ones. So that is level 2, so I'm gonna queue up to do... We can start with these first. Ah, perceived threat, so I guess that is when enemies decide to target stuffs maybe, right? I assume. So if we queue up like... let's queue up 4 of those. And we need to do a bunch of crafting to get there as well, so... Looks like we're gonna need gears, mechanical components... Oh, that's a new thing, common turret ammunition. So it seems we're just gonna be maybe doing a bunch of these at the start maybe. And we could do like a lot of critter traps. 2 in range, 60 health, 11 threat. These don't deal a lot of damage, but they do something. And a clamp trap, they are really good. And you can see this one, you can see this probably related to how they're gonna target the enemies. So the enemy's gonna target this one, decoy trap, because it has a very high threat. Date updates are kind of the same. Macron's level 4 farmer, awesome. But yeah, so I think we're gonna end it here for today. So I'm looking into maybe potentially in the next episode if we can do maybe some more house building. That would be fun, don't you guys think? I think that would be great. I had a lot of combat today, but at least we beat them all, so that's great, right? But anyway, thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like. Drop a comment with name suggestions, and I want to thank my members here on YouTube as well for being a member. You're awesome. And I had a new member becoming a member recently. So super kind of you guys, and have a beautiful rest of your day, and see you all soon again. Have a good one, everyone.